Wait, did you really think Conor McGregor was coming back at anything less than 100%? Yeah, right. He's charging into this fight with complete, absolute, unwavering, total 100% Conor McGregor, not 92. Pure one. Everyone kept doubting his conditioning. They claimed 5 years was simply too much. But seriously, just watch this. That frightening power remains completely untouched. The explosiveness refuses to disappear. Conor McGregor's training camp this time has easily become one of his most brutal ever. Totally locked in, unbelievably determined, beyond anyone's expectations. No distractions, no flashy press tours, only pure, raw, octagon-ready violence. His entire team has reconstructed him from the ground upward. Better than ever before.
So the question is, if he's saying this about Ilya, is he putting himself through the ringer?
Well, I mean, if he isn't, then that's a good question. That's a good question to ask, because it's like, on one part you have to understand, like, he's aware that it needs to be done. But if he isn't doing it, then that's a whole nother level of like everybody else but me. But I feel like there's a big part of him that has been so far out of the game that he feels like he needs to feel it from somebody who's been in it in order to be able to have the confidence to feel like he can just step in there at the highest level.
Also, he's older, so it's like
that's the hard part, right? That's the hard part.
And it's not just being older. Like I've always said, if you're older but you're living that life, it's different than if you stepped away from that life. Now you come back in 5 years later and you got these animals. It might not be the best to go in there with A-level guys, you know. They might have to tone them down and work them up there, because then that's how you get injuries. You also get your confidence shattered if you're going in there with
that's a tough spot, right? That's a tough spot because he's older. He's been out of the game 5 years.
He has the experience. He knows how to fight. Well, no, he knows how to fight. It's just how do we get him in that shape without hurting him, you know?
Yeah.
And it isn't only about raw power. Just watch that razor-sharp precision, slick head movement, and perfect timing. This is a totally transformed Conor McGregor. That horrific leg break didn't destroy him. Instead, it forced him to completely reinvent his entire game. He's far more patient now, much more calculated. Stronger, smarter, sharper than ever before already. While some fighters return looking rusty after lengthy layoffs, Conor McGregor comes back looking absolutely dangerous.
What is your guys' pick for that, realistically, Holloway, McGregor?
Oh, dude,
And don't pick with emotion. I'm talking MMA math.
Dude, 170 pounds. You haven't fought in half a decade. If the fight was 3 rounds, I would think, God, the Conor's got a good chance. I mean, he may still have a good chance, but you're half a decade sitting out, and then you're going in there, Max Holloway, who's an expert at fighting 5 rounds. Yep. And he's 170 pounds. You're not going to knock him out easy. His chin at 170 compared to 145 is going to be completely different. If I had to bet, Max.
Yeah,
deep, like,
hard to say.
To win or by knockout?
Decision.
Really? You don't see a knockout happening in this fight?
I don't see Max knocking him out.
Both of them are going to be fucking hydrated, no cutting weight. Either of them are probably going to be cutting much weight.
Conor just looks big, dude.
He could be 190. Conor might still have like a full weight cut to one.
Forget the highlights, because here's what they can never truly capture. That ice-cold mindset, completely locked in, carrying unstoppable nothing-can-break-me energy. The fire burning inside grows even brighter with every passing day. The man has survived addiction rumors, legal battles, a catastrophic injury, and years of UFC politics that kept him away from competition despite everything constantly unfolding around him outside the octagon. Yet here he stands tall, fearlessly staring down the competition. That expression in his eyes isn't destined
out of the octagon. Why return? What is this that is pulling you back into the game? Because most people will say, hey, yo, Conor, just relax. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Yeah, the thing is...
Hold on. Before we even start, why is Nate Burleson conducting this interview like he's an actor? What are we doing here?
Hey, Conor, I have a question for you. You know, you've done so much outside of the cage, and now you're back. People would just ask, why now? Why return after all the money, success, and fame? Please indulge me.
What is he doing? Just ask the questions like a normal dude, Nate. What kind of performance are we putting on here?
My most relaxed state is in there. My most state of freedom is making that walk.
You know, I yearn for competition, and at the core of it, I do this for fun. This is fun to me, to get in, compete against another able body in a live event, you know, ignite the passion of the fans and the entire ecosystem around the fight game. I enjoy it. I get great pleasure out of it. That's it. That's why I'm back. I'm back for the fun, for the thrill.
Now you've been away.
Willie Walker, Conor McGregor might be best Conor McGregor. Who knew that in big 2026 we'd get sober, training for a fight, clear-eyed, full-hearted Conor McGregor, and drunk off his ass doing a black scent in airports in Atlanta, Dustin Poirier talking about, man, these hoes lying, man. All fucking lying hoes.
Max Holloway is arguably the greatest featherweight striker of all time. Endless volume, an unbelievable chin, elite-level cardio. Absolutely relentless pressure every single second imaginable. But Conor McGregor possesses one punch capable of changing absolutely everything. That terrifying left hand. One perfectly clean shot and this entire fight is finished. Conor McGregor doesn't need to survive 10 rounds. He only needs... Let's face reality. Max Holloway has stayed consistently active. He survived brutal wars, completed countless 5-round battles, and never appeared exhausted. Conor McGregor is returning after a 5-year layoff. If this fight reaches the championship rounds, round 4 or round 5, Max Holloway's endless gas tank could decide everything. But here's the massive twist. Conor McGregor has never needed fights lasting that long. If that devastates 5 years, injuries, controversies, and endless UFC politics. None of it could stop him because you might take the octagon away from the fearless, determined, notorious champion, but you'll never take the notorious out of the octagon. Conor McGregor is officially back, and Max Holloway better stay completely prepared because every single second